Good afternoon. We are looking at the assignment review. That is on financial management. The assignment that is due today. Okay. And then the first question was on the capital budgeting or investment appraisal technique. All right. So for this one, okay. So it's on the capital budgeting. So you are the finance director of a large multinational company listed on the stock market. The company is reviewing its corporate plan of making investments in Zambia. The market for plastic and chemical products looks promising, and you have been asked to appraise the new investment. So this one is also called the investment appraisal technique. The investment will last for 10 years and the company cost of capital is 12%. The usage of Npv and Payback Period appraisal techniques for its planning purposes. The company applies straight line depreciation of 10% on its initial investment cost and any scrap value, which is also called the residual value. Scrap is also called residual value. So the scrap value is the same as residual value. Okay, so this is what we've been given. And the following focus have been made regarding the performance of the investment. The initial cost is 1 billion with a zero scrap value. These are the estimated accounting profits in the millions of kwacha. So meaning that they are just subtracting to get those accounting profits. So the first question says, complete the table and calculate the net cash flows from 2010. And then the question says, appraise the project based on the Npv and payback period and advise the board on the viability of this project. Is it worthwhile to make an investment in this project? All right, so the solution that we have here is that we are simply subtracting to get these other ones here. So we can see that the depreciation was 1 million because the straight line depreciation says that. So straight line dip information of the cost of asset then minus the scrap value over number of periods. So this is on the aspect of the straight line method of depreciation. So here we are seeing that we are the 1 million. The scrap value is 0. Divided by how many years was the equipment supposed to work to be in operation. I'm simply saying that it's supposed to last for 10 years. So that's why we are dividing by 10 years. So the depreciation is 100,000. Depreciation is 100,000. Okay. So that is our depreciation, which is the one that was accountable here. And then they were simply saying that the depreciation scrap value of 0 at the project. The following forecasts have been made. So meaning the taxation they were different. It was only profit, and the taxation was given in the question. Okay, it was 30% tax. So meaning that from here we are able to find the net profit or loss, and after getting net profit or loss, there was an aspect where we now evaluate this project in order to see if the project is actually viable. All right, so now getting down to this one, we have the taxation of 45, all these ones. So the profit for the first year, the tax should benefit, which is tax. Okay, tax on depreciation should be added back. Tax should benefit simply means tax on depreciation. Okay. So if finding the tax should benefit on depreciation, the reason is very simple. It's because we just account for depreciation, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the physical cash is going. We just account for it, but does not mean that the physical cash is going. So meaning when we're talking about tax should benefit, so tax should is equal to tax multiplied by depreciation. So this is why we're having a tax should benefit of a 30 throughout, which should be added. So this one minus the operating expense, depreciation is a non-cash expense. So from here, we are adding, subtracting the sales minus operating expense minus the depreciation minus the tax, okay, minus the taxation that we have. Then by 16, so 16. I know. Mr. Hello. I think people are getting it. So tax should is tax on depreciation. So it tax multiplied by the depreciation. So the tax should be added back to cash flows. So tax should be added back to cash flows. All right, so this is just what goes on as we are getting down to this problem. Okay, so as we getting down to this, we need to add the tax should benefit. So meaning when we add these two, we are getting the tax should benefit. So it's a net profit. You add back the tax should benefit. We are getting these cash flows. All right, so the depreciation, the tax should benefit, I overemphasize, tax should is equal to tax multiplied by monetary value of debt. Monetary value of debt. All right, so this is what is going on here. So what we're simply saying here is that from this given problem, we are adding the tax should benefit, which is tax on depreciation. You're getting a net cash flows. So these net cash flows are the ones that we are going to use to discount at present value of 12% from the question. All right. The cost of capital is at 12% from this given question. So in finding the present value factor, present value interest factor is simply equal to 1 plus r to the power negative n. So this is what goes on here. So we are using the present values using 1 plus r to the power negative n for anything that you are doing here. Okay, so this is what is going on. So after getting these cash flows, you find the present value is what we are looking at. Because the first question says complete the table calculating the net cash flows from to a 10. So calculating these net cash flows to max. So those ones were this one, this was a column. And then now from here, you discount this to find the present values where we are getting these ones. So our net present value is equal to sum of the cash flows. You add all these ones. So NPV, the formula for NPV is equal to NPV is equal to summation of values of present values, where we simply say NPV is equal to summation of okay, future value 1 plus R 1 plus R to the power negative n. So this is what is going on for us to find the present values. Then after adding the sum of present values of all cash flows minus how much we invested in the project, then that's our NPV, which is the NPV is negative here. It's negative 171.28. So don't invest in a project with a negative NPV. You can only invest in a project with it when NPV greater than 0. So invest in project if NPV is greater than 0. Otherwise, do not invest in that project. So this is what is going on. So here, after adding all those ones, some of present values, so sum of present values, it is 828.73. So that's what we have here. So sum of present values 828.373. Then minus 9, so meaning that our NPV would have been 828.73 minus 1 pin. So it's giving us it negative 171 0.27. So don't accept the project when NPV is actually less than 1. You can only accept NPV if it is greater than 0. Okay. So meaning we go for the other question. The other question here says we need to find the we need for us to find now the payback period. The payback period simply means how long it takes to recover the initial investment in the project. So payback.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, sir. Excuse me. I'm a little bit behind. So there on question 1B, the present value, is it supposed to be negative or it's supposed to be positive?
Which solution is here? This one.
Yes, that one, the 171,280 million kwacha. What is the final answer?
Do you have a calculator with you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So NPV is the sum of present value of all cash inflows minus how much we invested. So add all these ones here up to here.
So I add from 120 to.
So I've given you 1 minute.
Huh?
I've given you, in fact, the 2 minutes to add from 120 up to here 10 for 59.24. Then whatever answer you get minus 1,000.
Okay.
Start adding.
You said then minus what?
Minus the 1,000.
Minus 1,000. It's giving me negative 86.13. Hello?
Yes, I can get you. So now what I'm trying
Yes.
to say is the total of the present values. From the formula here, we said our NPV is equal to the sum of present values of all cash inflows minus initial investment in the project. So you can see from here that the addition from year 1 to year 10, we had what answer have you said that we got?
The one after I subtracted?
No, before subtracting.
It's gone. The calculator, I didn't write it.
Okay, so let's move on. I'm sure you're getting somewhere, you're following. So what's the total answer are you getting after adding the present values?
I didn't write it.
No, it's what? Okay, just write the answer somewhere.
Yes, let me write it.
Okay, so now what answer we gotten now?
Just a minute.
Yeah, just make sure, because what is happening is you really need to know where figures are coming from. It's not about memorizing them. So what have you gotten? I want everyone else to participate so that you see what is going on here.
I don't know if I'm correct. I've gotten 828.73.
Okay, that is okay. Which is you're correct. That is the answer which I actually found here. You see nine?
1,000.
This one. But me, I
Yes.
rebased them. So it's okay. 828.73 minus one. So it is where we're getting 171.27. Okay.
So it's going to give us a negative, right?
Yeah, so that's given us a negative value. So
my question is this negative the correct answer?
yes, it's called negative is the correct answer because it is based on what we have actually found after computing, meaning that don't undertake this project, don't invest in this project because after you invest, it will give you the negative answer. All right. Okay. So don't invest in this project. You may end up only accept a project if NPV is greater than 0. So can only accept project. Okay. So yeah, or based on NPV, accept project if NPV is greater than 0. Otherwise, do not accept the project if NPV is less than 0. Don't accept project. Are we together there? So that's what goes on. I'm sure I have gotten my point. All right. So let's
Okay.
is that okay with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that one,
Uh-huh.
that one there where they say since the net present value is less than 0, then project is not viable. It's okay, right?
Yes. So meaning that
Oh,
not viable means don't invest in it.
yes, yes.
So not viable project means don't invest in it. Okay.
Yes.
So
Then
do not
payback period is equal to 6. How did you come up with this
do
one?
not okay, no problem. So do not invest in project. Okay, so how we come up with the 6 is where payback period simply means how long it takes to recover the exact amount invested in the project. Okay. So payback period means time taken Are you able to see my whiteboard?
Yes.
Time taken to recover exact amount invested in the project. So this one is not a good technique for evaluation. I'll explain to you the reason why. But now let us see, let me explain how we got up the payback. So our payback was found this way. Let's go back to the material. How much did we invest? We're getting from this same one. How much did we invest? 1,000, not so.
Yes.
But we recovered how much? 131. So start adding. We want to recover the exact amount. We want to recover the exact 1,000 that you invested. So start adding. They get a calculator, add 135.
We start adding from 135.
The first year zero is money that you are likely to lose that you invested. It has gone away from you.
Come again?
The 1,000, this
Uh-huh.
one, it has gone. Guy, you have used it to invest. You have gotten the
Yes, we've used.
1,000, you have bought a phone, so it has gone. An example.
Yes.
So now
Yes.
that phone will be giving you some returns from year one. So that's why we're starting from year one.
So we start calculating from 135.
We start adding. We want to know how much we're going to recover. Do you know
This
what
is
I
what
mean?
I'm asking.
Pardon?
Yes, from 135, isn't it?
The one that year zero, the 1,000 has gone.
Yes, so we are starting at year one, which is 135.
So 135 is how much we have obtained from that amount we invested. Also,
Yes.
we have our recovery. We have recovered it 135 from whatever we invested in. So start adding. But our recovery should not exceed 1,000. It should be 1,000 exactly.
So we add up to year what?
Start adding it to tell you where to end, but shouldn't exceed 1,000. So 135.
It's stopping up to year 6.
So that's why the 6 is coming from. Okay. Have you seen now? You asked me that why do you get a 6? So that was
Okay.
so that's where the 6 came from. Now, what is the remainder? How much have you gotten when you add up to a 6?
So starting from, we calculate from year 7 to
What I mean
year
is that
10.
how much is the total amount you are getting up to a 6?
1,015.
My question is, how much are you getting up additions up to year 6?
This is what I was answering you to say,
It's not
1,015 per.
possible. It's not possible.
Okay, I'm coming.
Start
Plus,
adding.
I'm doing it again. One 135 plus 65 plus 65 plus 170 plus 1.1 plus
You got how much? How much have you gotten, please? Are we together there? All right, so we have gotten 761. The total is 761. So 1000 minus 761 over what we are remaining with. We can recover from year 7 of 254. Okay. So it will be 6 plus 239 over 254. So 239 divided by 254 plus that. So meaning our payback then plus 6. So it will be 6 plus. Have you gone mute? Are people following? 881 6.94. Okay, so this is where the payback period of 6.94 came from. Okay. All right, so now getting down to this one, it says, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using payback period?
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, I'm going to take you back. There, where you said 6 plus 339 over 254. How did you arrive to 6.9?
Okay. Okay, my question is, how much did you get when adding the totals of the amount we received from year 1 to 6? How much, what was the total from
That
me?
was 761. That one I've understood. But now just a simple calculation of after you subtracted 1,000 from 761, it gave you 239 over 254 plus 6.
Okay, so what we are trying to say here is that the 239 is what we are remaining with to recover the exact amount, which is 1,000, not so.
Mm.
But where can we recover it from? From year 7, that's why divided by 239 coming from year 7.
Because, okay, when I calculate, it's giving me 0.9 something. Now, I don't know, how did you punch it in the calculator for it to give you 6.94?
The 6 is innocent. Why do I say 6 is innocent? The 6 is according to the 761 recovery. Are we together?
Mm.
For the 6 years, we recovered how much? 761. Are we together?
So you first divided 339 into 239 into 254.
Yes. Then that answer you get, you add to 6.
All right.
Have I answered your question?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So what happens next is that we now need to move to the other parameter. So the other parameter that you are moving to is the advantage and disadvantages of is a question that says what are the advantages and disadvantages of NPV So NPV, net present value, widely used investment appraisal. This one considers the time value of money. Advantages, it considers time value of money. That is, whatever notes is here, there is aspect of time value of money. Okay, so time value of money. Of course, what next? It also looks at original cash flows as they come. We look at original cash flows as they come, and it is also easy to calculate. It's not that it's not that difficult to calculate. Okay, so advantages, you can say uses time value of money. DM, so it uses time value of money and also considers cash flows as they come. Consider cash flows. Okay. Disadvantages, you can now looking at, it may be difficult sometimes to calculate, which I'm saying it may be difficult to calculate. Okay, are we together?
Yes.
And also it does not account for profit. It does not account for profit. So this is just about getting to the payback period. Is very easy to calculate. Advantage of payback. Okay, payback. So easy to calculate. Considers cash flows as they come. The disadvantage of this one is that it does not consider time value of money. Disadvantages. So does not consider time value of money. Again, the other one does not account for profit. So the payback period does not account for profit, and it ignores other cash flows after payback period. It actually ignores other cash flows after payback period. Since you have already recovered your money, we stop accounting for any other monies. Okay? Does not account for cash flows after payback period. So does not account for cash flows after payback period. So this is actually where the problem is for the payback period. So we can have the advantages here, straightforward, easy to understand, simplicity, okay? Does not account for time value of money. Okay. It ignores other cash flows after payback period. That's the only problem with this one. So this marks the end of question 1. All right. I don't know if you have understood question 1. I'm sure you have understood what is going on. So let's wrap up question 1. Is there any question so far?
Sorry, sir, I missed question.
Which one?
Okay, just a minute. This is.
But have you understood on the payback
Yes.
or on the theories of payback? Payback does not use the time value of money. It just uses cash flows as they come for you to actually find the payback period. So even when finding the payback, we're just looking at original cash flows, not the discount factor. It does not use the cost of capital. So it does not use the cost of capital or time value of money. Are we okay?
Yes.
So what we'll be taking you slowly as we are looking at this assignment review. Though this one is due today, not so.
Yes.
Yeah, the theories of payback and the net present value, these ones you can go through. Of course, I've summarized which one uses the what. So payback is calculated when the cash flows already come, does not account for some value of money, no profit accountability. And of course, it ignores other cash flows after payback period. Once you know that since I've gotten back my money, you stop accounting for other cash flows as they come, start misusing your finances. That's another disadvantage. I'm sure that is clear for question 1 also. Look, can you go
Sorry,
to,
sir.
yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes, you have a question?
everything is clear. We proceed to question 2.
Are you saying that question everything is clear for this one?
For the payback, the advantages and disadvantages of, yes, the payback period.
It's not clear or it's clear, we can run through.
It's very clear.
Okay, these ones you just need to understand that we look at which one uses time value of money. Okay. Then so NPV advantage, it considers cost of capital. Okay. And then considers cash flows as they come. It may be difficult to calculate asset value. Number one, does not account for profits. And then we also look at the back is to accumulate so old, and then consider cash flows as they come. This one, the disadvantage that does not consider time value of money, does not account for profits.
Are you calculating, sir?
Which
Because
one?
I can't see anything from my side. Are you doing anything on the whiteboard? I can't see anything.
No, this one is as part C that I'm explaining the theories.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean? Okay, let me do this. Let me, if you check on question number, this question.
Are you
If
showing something on your screen? Because I can't see anything.
you can't see anything.
No. Okay, let me log out and come in because I can't see anything.
Okay, just do that now. Have you logged in now? Have you now logged in?
I've logged in, but I can't see anything on the screen. I don't know other people.
Okay, ask others what is happening. They can't see anything. You can't see question 2 here. You can't see it.
No, I can't also see it.
Um, hmm.
Say stop share and then share again. The screen sharing is paused. You've paused it.
Yeah.
Resume share.
How was it supposed? Yeah. Don't just-
I can see.
Oh, you can now see now.
I can equally see.
Okay. So they have this question too. That is saying that yeah, it says it. The question 1, I'm sure you're okay, not so.
I'm okay.
Okay, so medical insurance company has offered to pay you a medical refund.
But the process is seen as one, so it's going to help you set up and just send it to just let's say.
But
Are you there, sir?
excuse me, yes, I'm here.
Already looked into it.
All right, so now we're looking at this one. I have to make mention that before handing in, the solutions that are here, the question is here. Okay, that says a medical insurance company has offered to pay you a what? Okay, a medical what? A medical refund of how much? 330,000 then? Or to pay
to pay 6
in 3 years' time. So which one can you go for? So meaning their solutions here, don't consider them. These solutions are not okay because the figures that are here are totally different. These ones are totally different because the figures are supposed to be 330. Okay. Out together. We need to, I don't know if you're getting me. So it's supposed to be present value of how much? So that's why we are doing the review. Present value of how much? 330,000. Are we together there? In the question, there's a 620 and a 330. Is that okay? Are we together there?
Yes, sir, we are following.
So now
follow.
so the 330,000 here it was how come somebody had put 350? So you're supposed to put the 350. Okay, that is we're supposed to say present value of what? Of 330,000 and present and here receiving 620,000 in 3 years time. So interest rate is 20%. So let us do this. We go for you receiving present value. So here, present value of how much? 330,000. Or you receive the future value of how much? Of 620,000 in 3 years' time. So let us find the present value of this amount. So present value of 620,000. Let's see what is going to happen. 3 years from now. So our present value is equal to future value 1 plus r to the power negative n. So present value is equal to future value of 620,000. Then our rate is 20%. So meaning that will be 1 plus the 0.2 to the power negative what? Negative 3. So our present value 620,000 1.2 to the power negative 3. So what are we getting? So we are discounting back this one. So it's giving us what? 358. 358. 796. 23. So it's better we get 323 years from now because the present values are higher than 330. Okay, all together. So better get what? 620,000 3 years from now, because it has a higher present value than getting 30,000 today. Are we together here? This is on question 2A. The concept is the same, except that it is just you're using the different figures here. Where was the 350 coming from? From here. Okay. Nevertheless, even if it was compounded semi-annually, tentatively, this is based on annual compounding. So even if it was compounded semi-annually, we know that present value for semi-annual compounding, semi-annual, it is what? Present value is equal to future value 1 plus R divided by 2 to the power negative 2n. So the present value of 620, so 620,000, then 1 plus the 0.2 divided by 2 to the power negative 2 on what? Negative 2 okay, negative 2 like that. So it meaning our present value is actually going to be 620,000, then 1.1 to the power negative 6. Our present value is giving us 349,973.84. So it's better we get a 620,000 now. Okay? So we get the 620,000 kwacha 3 years from now. Because when you discount back, the present value is higher than 330. So that's a conclusion. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I wanted to find out, are there two formulas that can be used? Because the one which were given in class never had the positive, the power negative, is it T or N? It was just like to the power T. So
T
this one
and
that you're using.
So T and N
T-
are the same. So this one is finding the future value. So this is option 1. This question was open. Why was it open? It's because they are saying, which option can you get? You get a 330,000 today, or you get this one in 3 years' time. So you can even find the future value of this 330. Okay, that's option 2. The one I'm giving you is option 1, where you discount the 620,000 to now. That's why it's negative. You're discounting back to today. That's why it's negative. You find the present value of this, so that we compare the present value of 620,000 and 330, so that we check which one will have a higher present value. Okay.
Okay.
Then the alternative way, you find the future value of 330,000. Okay, then you compare this amount with the future value. So if you find the future value of 330,000 in what? In 3 years. And you find the future value, we have the future value of 620,000 kwacha in 3 years. So let's first find this one. Future value is equal to present value 1 plus R to the power n. N is the same as n or t time. Are we together? Okay, n and t are the same, right? Then this one is interest rate. Interest rate, that is our R. So after we finish revising question 2, okay, these are the questions which are theoretical. It's not of an issue. So the future value is equal to present value was the 330. To just use the 330,000. Semi-annual compounding, 1 plus rate is 0.2 divided by 2 semi-annual to the power 2. In 3 years, there will be 6 compoundings. So our future value will be what? 330,000 in 1.1 to the power 6. So 330,000, 1.1 to the power 6. We are getting what? 584 in 3 years time, 615. That's option 2.13. So meaning that it's better you get 620,000 in 3 years, which is higher than 584. Are we together?
Yes.
So when you're finding the future value of this amount, it is actually this formula to use. Annual compounding, then the future value for semi-annual. Semi-annual, future value. So our future value is equal to present value, 1 plus R divided by 2 to the power 2n. N is the same as n or t time. So n or t represent the same period. So we have answered the first question of question 2. The figures were different. It was supposed to be 620, not 650 that you had used here. This 650, where was it coming from? Okay. So that
Sorry,
is,
sir, just beam the solutions. I take a screenshot.
which one? These solutions are not, this one is not, it's not correct. These ones, you know.
Those ones I noted, they are not correct, but for the ones we are correcting.
So because of these figures, so the ones we are supposed to look at are these ones here. There are 2 options. So we have this one, semi-annual, okay? Present value of semi-annual is 349. Point what? This is semi-annual. We are finding the present value. There are 2 options. We can find the semi-annual, okay? For this, we want to find the present value and then compare it with, so present value here, in short, we are saying that present value for 349 is higher than 330,000. So you can get 620,000 in 3 years. So accept getting 6, because it has given us a higher present value. Are we together?
Yes.
Accept getting 620,000 in 3 years time, or 3 years from now, was to give us higher present value of how much? This amount than the 330,000. That's option 1. Option 2, the future value of 330,000 in 3 years. We find the future value, we found 584, which is actually less than 620,000, right? Now together.
Yes.
So we are still, either options, we are favoring 620,000. So get a 6,000 3 years from now, because the future value of a 30,000 in 3 years' time to give us 584, which is still less than 620,000. All right, so I'm sure we have followed down. So let's just move on
Yes.
to the other agenda. Here, let's look at this. If you're planning to invest some money in the following manner, 22,000 at the end of what? At the end of year 1. Then the other one, 35 at the end of year 2, 12,000 at the end of year 3. How much would this account have at the end of 4 years, earning interest of 12%? So there's not much of an issue here. We are revising question, the entire question to these solutions, they are not okay. Because it is 22,000, not a 20,000 here. All right. So forget about that. So meaning that, well, what is happening here is you need to come up with the revised one. So the interest rate that is here is at what? Is at 12%. So we're just accounting for the given year. So earning interest of 12% compounded per annum. Just interest of, so per year, going to find the future value. Okay, so what is going to happen here is you're going to say year. So year 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then it is similar to whatever table that was here, just that the figures are different. So beginning, balance. Then we have interest rate. So rate of interest. Then ending amount. So here we are going to put a 22,000. The interest rate is just 1 plus R. That's what you use. So it's 1.12. Multiply these, we're getting 24,640. Then the other one here to give us 3,500. It is given in the question. Then plus 24,640. So the total of that is how much? Okay, these figures are accruing, so it's giving us 55,140. Multiply by 1.12. The answer is 61,756.8. So here we have a 12,000 plus 61,756.8 by 1.12, giving us 82,607.6616. So here's same one, 82,607.616 by 1.12. So these figures are coming from here. So these figures are coming from here for year 2, 3,500, 12,000. So how much will this amount of at the end of year 4? So at the end of year 4, so we are accruing these one at the end of year 4. All right. Okay. So meaning we should have the balance is going to give us 92, 520.529. So therefore, amount at end of year 4, 92, 5.5. So this is the final answer. Getting down to this part B of question 2. All right. Let's look at question number C.
Sorry, sir. May I please take a screenshot of the answers?
Okay. So we are just multiplying this one by this. Then this one carry forward to year 2. Okay, you're adding what is there for year 2 multiplied by interest rate of 1.1. You are earning interest of 1.12. So getting the last column for the ending amount. Can we proceed? We can proceed also.
Yes, sir, we can.
Let's go to the other one now. The other one is on C. So it is just question 2 that we are revising because some figures were changed. Okay, so you will see the discrepancy. So this, what we are doing is the correction on these other question 2 solution. So you have inherited 2 endowment funds from your grandfather. One will pay you this indefinitely, which is a perpetuity. So perpetuity is a continuous cash flow. So amount of perpetuity will be perpetuity continuous cash flow. So it's actually equal to amount over rate. So amount over rate, so this is what we are looking at. Our amount here is 30,000. The interest rate is 18. So let's find, this is fund 1. One fund. Excuse me. Fund 1. So it will be 30,000 divided by 0.118. So amount so 30,000 divided by 0.18. So it's giving us what? 166,666.67. So this is what we have for fund 1. Any fund 2. Okay, then fund 2 says, well, the other fund will pay 12,000 annually for how many? For 20 years. For 20 years. So let's find the future value of this fund. Fund 2. Future value is equal to present value 1 plus R to the power N or T. So this fund 2 is giving you 12,000 annually for what? For 20 years.
Sorry, sir, I missed on fund one. What was the answer?
The answer was a perpetuate. So it was this one here. It's what one? 166, what?
Thank you.
Then for fund two says the other fund will pay 12,000 annually for 20 years. So it's an annuity, this one. So you have to find the future value annuity now. It's not a single deposit. So fund two, not single deposit. So not single deposit. This was fund two was what? Fund two was annuity. So if you just say future value interest factor annuity, because you want to find how much you have. So it's amount 1 plus r to the power n minus 1 over r. So our future value interest factor annuity, it will pay us how much? 12,000 annually for 20 years. All right, so it's an annuity. So I have to find how much. Okay, so insurance has offered to buy this bond from you. Calculate the combined market value on such fund if interest were 18% in the market. So let's find the future value of this annuity. So it is 12,000, then 1.18 to the power 20 minus 1 over 0.18. So the amount here will be, okay, 1.18 to the power 20 minus 1 divided by 0.18 times 12,000. So we should get 1,759,535.64. Okay, so 1 million, because you are getting an amount of the other fund pays, okay, annually for 20 years. The insurance company has offered to buy. So meaning you need to actually add these ones. So the combined amount will be, so it simply says, what's the combined amount? To get the combined market value. So we want to find the total value in this case. So meaning this amount, so combined amount will be, so combined amount is going to give us the 1,759,535.64 plus this other one here, 166,666.7. 166,666.67. So meaning the combined amount will be what? It will give us 1,926,202.31. So this would have been a combined amount, because that one is an annuity. It's paying you 20,000. Okay, or this is 12,000. Okay, multiplied by 20 years. But you are accounting interest rate. To pay 12,000 annually for 20 years. All right. So the combined amount, you combine the one for perpetuity future continuous cash flow plus the other one. So we have the perpetuity here of that amount. Then this one was an annuity factor, which was ordinary, paying per year. Then we are getting that. So let's look at the last question of question 2. An investment company offers an account which requires a one-off investment. Single is one-off investment. Are we together? Are we together?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
You getting me?
One-off investment, it's a single investment, not so. For the last one.
Hello, sir. Are you getting me?
Yes.
I wanted you to get the solution so that we screenshot. Hi, we need to correct.
So this one, yes. So this is it. The first one was a perpetuate. We got this amount. Then the other one was an annuity because it was yearly. Okay, it was yearly cash flow per year. Okay. So it's a future value annuity is this one. So the amount is this one. So the combined amount will give us that one. So this one is for perpetuity. This is for annuity. This one for annuity. And then this is for perpetuity. Okay, I'm sure I got it. Not so. Are we okay?
This is number 2, what? 2C?
Yeah, this is number 2C. The
2C.
question 2A. Yeah, 2C. This is 2C. Let's check. Let's just go back a bit. This is 2C. Yes, 2C for the combined amount. It's a 2C. 2C. Let's go to 2D. 2D now. So under 2D, what are we saying? An investment company offers an account which requires a one-off investment which grows to this amount. Yeah, this investment should grow to this amount as a future value in 11 years. So it's a one-off investment, which means future value. Okay, it's equal to present value 1 plus R, which is one of, not annuity. So let's change the figures there. So here, it is 238, 830, 238, 830, 238, 830, 238, 238, 830. So what was the present value? 1 plus interest rate was what in the question? Interest rate was 15. Okay, so this is 0.15 to the power, how many years? 11. Okay, so 238, 830 is equal to PV, then 1.15 to the power 11. So let's do it. 1.15 to the power 11. So it will give us 4.65, 4.652391 and PV. Then here 238, 830. We divide by 4.652391. 652391. So we find the PV. Because the question was saying what? Calculate, find the amount of, find the investment. Okay, one of investment which will grow to this amount. So find the one of investment. So this question D, you can check here. The question D was not correct. Here, this was the wrong one, because here we are not asking for the rate. No, we're finding for PV. Are we together here? Are people with me?
Yes.
So we are finding for the PV. So that's why the PV here now give us what? Is it 51? So how much can we invest now? It's 51, 334.889. So please share the corrections, especially on question 2. All right. So this is the answer that we need to have. Okay. Are we together there? So it was only this question that had issues. Okay, I'll give you, I'll go back there to do a screenshot. The question 3, question 4, question 4 is okay. Question 4 is very okay. The way it has been evaluated, it is okay. Question 3 is also okay. So we need to have a session, we discuss a little bit, but question number 2 is the one which had too many or too much errors. Okay, so I'm sure you have gone through, you are able to follow through this one also. Are we together?
Yes, sir, we're together.
Yeah, so make sure we make amendments on question 2. Okay, I'm sure you have done a screenshot. This is just about what where we end our class for now. Question 3, we can have time to go through so that we can discuss, because those are theoretical ones and I've looked at them, they are okay, so we can come and discuss them. For now, it's time that maybe you need to do final touches with your assignment. Question 3 and 4, they are okay. Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, so just we are ending here for now. Make sure you have time to make amendments on especially question 2. The question 1 and the rest of other questions, they are okay. So this is where we end our class.
Just go back again on the solution. Just before this one.
I go back where?
Before the solution, question 2C. Yes. No, where you started question 2D.
Oh, question 2D.
Yes.
Here.
No, not down.
At the about the bottom here.
Yes. That's what I want.
Okay. This is the one of, just say it's the one of investment, so it's a single one of investment. Is that okay?
Let's see question 2B.
Question 2B. Let's check.
Not again, the one with the table. That table you made.
Okay, the table. All right.
Question 2B, which had 4 years. Yes, this one.
Okay, just hold on. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Question 2B. Which other one? It's okay
I
now?
think that's all.
All right. Okay, we end our class now. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day too.